Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Humpty Dumpty 2. I hope you all are really good. So, a lot of you sent us comments on Instagram and on our videos also that you wanted to know what are our expenses while we are in quarantine here in Canada. So, today I'm going to tell you everything and how much are our expenses, what are the websites and what are the online apps that we use to order food and grocery while we were in the quarantine stay. Also, I'm going to highlight which taxi we booked and how we got that extra discount during our first ride on that taxi. So I'll talk about that also. So watch the video till the end so that you know all our expenses and where we spent money, where we saved money, and I'm sure this video is going to be really helpful to you. So keep watching. Let's get started. Alright guys, so before starting, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then do click the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it so that you are tuned to our channel and you don't miss any video from us. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the airline ticket. So we were traveling from India to Toronto. So our airline tickets costed us 1,05,000 for two people. If I convert it into Canadian currency, it comes out to be approximately 1875 Canadian dollars. I've used the conversion rate of 56 rupees for 1 Canadian dollars, and accordingly I'm telling you the amount in Canadian dollars here. Now moving on, second is what is the price of our Airbnb unit that we are staying in. So just for your background guys, we have taken this Airbnb basement unit, 1 BHK apartment in Toronto downtown. So it's a small 1 BHK with a attached kitchen so that we are able to manage our cooking and all of the food while we are in quarantine. So I'm going to talk about that. Also, I've created a separate video where I've given a tour of our basement unit, that is our Airbnb. So if you haven't watched that, I'll leave the card on top. You can watch it, and also I'll leave the link in the description box. So we booked this Airbnb while we were in India before our travel, and it costed us around 85,000 rupees for 28 nights. If I convert the price, it comes out to be 1,518 Canadian dollars, considering the conversion rate of 56 rupees for 1 Canadian dollar. And also make sure you take attached washroom because you will be in quarantine and everyone wants to be safe, right? So guys, it is very important if you have to stay in quarantine that you wisely choose your Airbnb, and I would say choose one which has an attached kitchen so that the host of Airbnb is providing you all the proper utensils and cooking platforms and all of that, so that it doesn't become difficult for you to keep ordering food and you can cook for yourself if you know cooking, of course. So these are the expenses that you should plan in advance while you are in your home country, and the other expenses are going to be once you land here in Canada. So now first expense was the expense for cab. So we booked our cab ride from the airport to Airbnb using an app called Lyft. Since we were having a referral code, we got an additional discount of $10 on our first ride, so that helped, and total cost was 30 Canadian dollars for the ride from airport to our Airbnb. If you will be coming for the first time, you can also use the referral code from someone and take that advantage and get additional $10 off. And the entire ride was just 35 minutes, so we started from the airport and reached the Airbnb in just 35 minutes. And yeah, the ride was amazing. We really looked around the surroundings and saw some beautiful fall colors on the way. After you land, you will need initial set of groceries, something like milk, curd, oil to cook, and some initial vegetables. So that is going to be an expense. So I had a cousin here, so he visited us and dropped the groceries for us, the initial set, like I said, milk, curd, and oil, etc. So that grocery, I can say, was around 20 Canadian dollars. So that is the first expense when you reach your Airbnb. And also we packed some raw materials from our home country as well, like some dal, rice, some flour, atta, spices, because we thought that it's going to be difficult initially. So we packed some small quantities which could help us and last for 15 days. So you can do the same so that when you land here, you are only dependent on groceries, vegetables, milk, and things like curd, etc. And you have dry raw materials from your home country, so that really helps. And especially tea, if you're a tea lover, then do pack a small packet of tea for yourself. Now moving on, we had to order grocery two more times because of course we needed milk and curd and vegetables. So that costed us around 50 Canadian dollars. and the app or website that we used for it was Instacart. So Instacart is a website where you can order all these veggies and milk, etc., and they will deliver it to your place within 2 hours. So a quick tip I would like to give here is when you are ordering, how it works here is if you order more quantity, you'll get it in cheap. If you order 4 liters of milk, you will get it around $5 Canadian, but instead if you order and go for 2 liters, that will cost you approximately $4 Canadian. So it is better you order 4 liters. So we did the same, ordered our groceries in bulk. So in total, the grocery was approximately $70 Canadian. Now moving on, during this quarantine, it was my birthday also. So we ordered some pizza and burger and some Tim Hortons coffee, all of that. So approximately the total of this was $48 Canadian for pizza, burger, and then $18 Canadian for some cakes and pastries, and $13 Canadian was for a Tim Hortons coffee, and I think we ordered a muffin or something. So the websites that we used for ordering food, like Tim Hortons and pizza, etc., we used DoorDash and Uber Eats. So these are quite good websites, and we got our food delivered within 20 to 35 minutes, something like that. So in summary, the total expense for our 14-day quarantine period was 3572 Canadian dollars. And also, guys, we are vegetarians and we don't even take eggs for breakfast. So I think that's the reason the cost is a little less also. And I think accordingly, as per your taste, you can add some more cost to that. Well, that's about it, and that's all I wanted to cover in today's video and tell you about the total expenses and how much money you need to keep for your 14-day quarantine period. It can go up and down based on your preferences, but for us it was approximately this much. And yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, then do leave it in the comment box. Let us know your queries. And also, if you found this video informative and helpful, then do subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon, and do give this video a like if you enjoyed watching it. You can also let us know what other topics you would like us to create a video on. So we got this idea from our subscribers only since we created this video. So yeah, that's about it. You guys take care. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, goodbye.